Is it? Oh, let me see what the bracket looks like. Chiefs didn't make it. That's a lie. Should have been the Colts. This game will be in the Super Bowl.
Negative, Paul.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football.
What the hell are you talking about?
As always, Brandon God.
You taking morphine yet?
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Breeze now on first down.
That was almost intercepted.
He was trying to get at that time to 10 again, and that'll bring up second down.
And then he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Breeze will try again on second down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
No.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and fun. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defense that's coming out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
You ready?
Breeze to throw on second down. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out. The next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself. All the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who
Somebody should have been covering that fool.
When they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved.
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, you said 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second down, here's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll take it.
Coming up.
End zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 26 yards. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Once with the extra point. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown all the way.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down at the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down, press. Pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
He hits Beasley right side, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Come on.
Each defender ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs,
soccer player,
wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Hold on to something, Bernie.
So
come on, who that?
Who that?
Who that? Who that?
At their 25-yard line.
Ready? United?
They begin on the ground with Camara, and that one blown up quickly.
Oh, somebody got hurt. Oh, the running back got hurt.
Now it looks looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Uh-oh.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 7-3 the score. We'll head back to New Orleans after this. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. So they took
Ooh,
a
that was
shot
close.
there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Fans do
Ooh,
love the
that was
long
close.
ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Yeah, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Cowboys. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Elliott. A strong running. And he'll be brought
Hold on.
down just shy of the 45. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 30 yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11
Where am I to go? I had 2.
A 1st down as well. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This is Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. They'll run with Elliott. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry. That'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Watson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Brees. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throwing it on first down is Brees. It's on the right side, back in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Brees now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Brees now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? Feel like they're going to have to.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And now here come the Cowboys. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets it. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the New England Patriots who are heading to their 9th Super Bowl since 2002 as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay game offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Fights off the defender. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run through it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. The throw left side complete. That's Schultz. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to get it running right. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. He'll get it up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script on this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. It's really coming to vote to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time, we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, it's
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He dumps it down to Ingram. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Ready. United.
They'll It's Ingram. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Again to Elliott on the left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Elliott, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. Move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Prescott from the gun. And no, it's incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen,
offense.
Go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Breeze. Again has it complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
By the tight end Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready?
Breeze to throw. The catch made over the middle again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn for the New Orleans first. Now Breeze. He's broken at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. To throw is Breeze. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Breeze now. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to.
And this is caught down for a touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming out.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's been better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is now lost.
The give is to Elliott. And he goes down before getting this inside the 25. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
There's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a camera on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
Back to throw, Breeze. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. Breeze going to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Pass the 20. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that. And we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, We're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all your points, as a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
So the prediction is
What?
Patriots versus Cowboys. Super Bowl.
Patriots gonna destroy them.
Maybe.
Gonna destroy the Cowgirl.